I think we need to address some people though, don't we, bro? Or rather, I need to address some
You,
people.
I mean, you need to address some people, my guy.
You know what I'm saying?
What are you addressing though?
Okay, so last week, yeah,
Yeah.
we had a conversation on the Heat Netflix show, Young African and Famous, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I had some things that I said about Annie,
Mm.
right? So obviously I talked about the way she came across on the show.
And for the people that don't know or don't remember, who don't know who Annie is Two-Face's wife.
To face his wife, yes.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I talked about the way she came across on the show, her beef with Zari. You know what I mean? That's the girl from, I think, Tanzania or South Africa, wherever she's from, right? So I said I said a couple things. One being that I think her behavior on the show, right, didn't really come across well. And I believe that I said that if I go by the way she portrayed herself on the show, I wouldn't like to hang out with her. You know what I'm saying? Because I gave an example where in the beginning, when she was at the table, right, and being a Nigerian, yeah, I understand how we Nigerians are. We say how we say it, right? But then obviously maybe because I've been here now for years, I've sort of diluted how
Yeah.
I am, right? But I know that in Nigeria, we just say how it is. If the food is not nice, people will say, yo, this food is not nice. You get what I'm saying? So when she was at the table, yeah, the steak wasn't that good, right?
Yeah.
And I believe that she made the thing awkward in it by saying, yo, this steak is not well cooked, the champagne is flat, and all that kind of things, right? So I said, yo, if the food is not good to your standard, right? What you could have done is just be like, you know what, nah, I'm not really that hungry right now. Or maybe, I'm trying to stay off meat or whatever the case is. You get what I'm saying? Don't make the atmosphere awkward. Right? And then I'll give another example of her coming on the show, and the first couple scenes was her talking about Two-Face and how he cheated and all that kind of thing, boom, 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 right? And when you see after that, the way she was behaving on the show, I said, yo, you need to go get help. You get what I'm saying? I said, you need to go get help. Because clearly you still have some resentments towards whatever happened. You know what I mean? And it's been years. You need to go get help. So I talked about that as well. And then with her situation with Zari, when they were having the Arabian Nights, and Two-Face called in, right? And she was like, "Hey guys, see, my husband." Da, da, da. And then he was saying hi to Diamond Platinum. And then I think he saw the Zari girl. He said hi to her, boom, boom. And then I think before he left the call, he said, yo, say hi to the boss lady for me. And then she was like, oh, how do you know my husband? Sort of thing, boom, 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 right? And to me, I didn't think that warranted the tension that it created, right? Because I said, okay, if you really want to find out how do you know my husband, you should have gone and asked your husband, which I think she did. But then fast forward to when Two-Face now came, and then him and Zari were on the table chatting or whatever the case is. Yeah. And then Zari now called her over. Yes, Zari was sort of wrong the way she...
Not sort of, but she was wrong.
She was wrong
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, you
okay.
cannot call a woman that and be like, yo, your wife
Your
is
wife
that. That
is-
is disrespectful.
is-
Straight down disrespectful.
Okay. But I think part of the reason that Zari did that was because before that time, the both of them have been having... I begin to have that little whatever clash, right? So Zari did what she did. Zari was wrong, right? But then in doing that conversation, I don't think I needed to say, yo, you are not my she said it jokingly, but it wasn't a joke. You know what I mean? She said, oh no, you're not my husband type. He's not into, I think, light skin
girls,
whatever the case is. To me, why would you say that?
Yeah,
That to
yeah,
me,
go on.
that is coming from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Which is the reason why I said that they took a whole little situation and made it into this big mountain of problems now, to the point that, obviously we saw how the show ended. Zari didn't come to the wedding and whatever the case is, right? And to me, okay, now the women, and shout out to all the black queens out there. You get what I'm saying? I love our black queens. We support our black queens and everything.
100.
You get what I'm saying? So some of them came for me and said, "Yo, we're disappointed in you, the way you do," and said what they said, right? So I want to say I agree with what they said. You get what I'm saying? Maybe I shouldn't have said it the way I said it, right? But then at the same time, where I'm focusing on is, at what point are we going to call a bad behavior a bad behavior? And stop excusing the bad behavior with, "Oh, I was hurt." Okay, cool. We all can agree that Two-Face contributed to her hurt.
Yeah.
You got me? He contributed to that. I understand. But my point is, he did whatever he did, however years ago, right? You ended up getting married to him. You ended up having kids with him, right? Why are you still bringing it up after all these years? Like, what is it? Because now with that, right, you don't know that situation is breeding toxic energy. You get what I'm saying? Because now you're on the show, and at the end of the day, I don't know this woman. She's probably the nicest woman out there. Now, we don't know how the producers cut the show and all that kind of things. They probably cut it out because, drama sells, in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we're going by what we saw on the show. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really want to base on her because I want to use this as a teachable moment. You get what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, when people try and use, "Oh, someone hurt me," and everything, or for example, a guy, because a girl broke your heart when you were 15, 16, 17, or 20 years old, you're fucking 35, 36 years old now, right? And you're still treating women like shit. But when someone asks you, you're like, "Yeah, it was because of some girl broke my heart and everything." Nah, like, mate, at some point, you need to seek help.
Yeah, but we're not saying, okay, that's not what she's doing, though.
No, I'm not talking about her now.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just talking about in general, because I'm going by the way she was portrayed on the show, or the way she portrayed herself on the show, wherever it might be, right? I don't think she portrayed herself nice, because even she also came on Twitter to say, "Oh, the way I was portrayed on the show and everything, I said other things, I did other things, but they had to cut her out for this." Cool, that's fine, right? But I saw you on the show. Yeah, the first couple scenes, you already started talking about how Two-Face cheated on you to strangers, to people that you probably don't even know. And we saw what the girls were saying behind her, right? My point is, if it's public knowledge what Two-Face did, that's fine, right? But I bet you, if you don't bring it up, people are not going to talk about it.
They will.
But people will think about it, but they might talk about it behind you.
Behind the back.
Right? But when you now start bringing on the public platform like that, now we saw the Kanye girl, or whatever her name is, having to sit down with Two-Face. Who are you to have a sit down with Two-Face?
Toby, look at it this way as well, yeah. You mentioned it's public knowledge, but not many people actually know the full story and the full truth about it. I mean, me personally, I didn't know about this. All I knew prior to this TV show was Two-Face has got a lot of kids.
Yes.
Whether it was outside of wedlock or it was within wedlock, I didn't know this.
But that's my point.
But she's trying to bring out the full story and then let people know how it all happened. It's not like Two-Face just had kids and then met her and then they were together prior to Two-Face having kids. Although there may have been breakups between then and then. A lot of people don't know this. So this is her chance to
give a side of it.
Why
exactly?
But then imagine how much of a smash hit this show is, right? Do you know how many of my female friends, I said to me, "Nah, Two-Face a shit person." That's my point.
But maybe he was, but because he's a superstar and people don't know this, bro, he's a superstar. He's a call him what you want to call him, but that does not change that he might have been a shit. He might have been an asshole in the past.
Yes, in the past. That's my
Or
point.
even now. We don't know. We don't know.
No. Let's go with what we know.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Let's go with what we know. Right? In the past, he did not do a couple things right. That's fine. Are you trying to protect? Are you trying to protect your relationship? Are you trying to protect your husband or what? You bringing it on this show. You're crucifying the man once again in public. That is where I'm coming from.
But
You got me?
It's not
But you're
necessarily
doing it.
crucifying him though.
But you're doing it, yeah, out of, to me, it's selfish because you're in this victimhood bed, right? And we all know that there is no comfortable bed that's as comfortable as the victimhood bed. It is so sweet. You get what I'm saying? There is nothing that feels better than being a victim. And I'm not saying that Two-Face didn't do what he did, but I'm talking about like, yo, this is how many years ago?
It don't matter.
And you
bro.
ended up getting, and that's the reason why I say you need to go get help. You need help.
No, but in the essence of the show, though, like I'm not saying that is the only reason why she's on the show, but that's part of the reason because of the relationship she's had with
Two-Face.
Two-Face, and not just the relationship, the history of it, the many ups and downs.
And
So that's why if you go back to like as a producer, that's what you want to get out of her. That's why I'm not surprised she said, okay, how they portrayed me. Because she must have said loads of other stuff, but that is what people want to.
And that's
what
what's
people want
gonna
see.
sell. That's what
Okay.
people want to see. That's what's making us talk about it right now because that's what sells.
Okay, that is fine. But then you are, to me though, you are doing it, yeah, at the detriment of your family. Because we saw her have the back and forth that she had with Zari. Yeah. And what did Zari say about Two-Face? Oh, nobody wants your shitty husband anyways. He's not my type. You think somebody, you get what I'm saying?
But that's
like,
cap though.
No, that's just
whether that is cap or not, but my point is you've opened this kind of worms, yeah, for people to have this soft opinion on your husband, not your ex.
I'm sure people had that opinion even before.
But
that,
they were not
prior
saying
to
it,
that.
whether they did or not. They were not saying it further. To me, that's where I'm coming from. Because clearly, we all can say it. She is still in a lot of pain or wherever she is in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not a bad thing when people say you need to go get help. Because with that, yeah, those insecurities is what caused, right? For you to start asking, oh, how do you know my husband? Oh no, like my husband is not your type. This.
No,
because
but going back to that though, the way when she said that, it was just, yeah, how do you know my husband? Boom. Like I didn't know you knew him. So
To be
Zari
honest
should
with
have
you, the
said,
way she said
Bro,
it
nah,
was
bro,
not
come
just
on, man.
like that. It was a
like
bit
like we all know Zari. She's been in the industry. Like she used to be on Channel
Channel
O.
O, yeah.
You got what I mean? So clearly, yeah, Two-Face is in the industry. Clearly, they must have crossed
Yeah,
paths.
no, of course they have.
It's
crossed
not-
paths.
So
They-
for
it's
you,
not rocket
for you
science.
to then question how she knows your husband is a bit because they are both in a similar industry.
Okay,
so
wait. If she called her up and be like, called her aside and said, "Oh, but how do you know my husband?" She just said it to the group. Then it was up to Zari to be like, "Oh, we've done Channel O. Yeah, we done Channel O together. We done this award together. Boom, that's done."
she did.
Yeah, but we saw the group. We saw the girls when they were being interviewed separately. What were they saying about her? They said, "Oh my god, like you can tell she's so insecure. You can tell
That
you
is
can
because
tell
that's
this.
because the prior knowledge they have of their relationship. That's
So-
why.
so you
there's
don't think
way
so you don't
she
think
did
it
not
was
portray-
because so you
No,
don't
no.
think it was because of the way she was portraying herself.
No, at that point in time, if you had just met this girl and you did not know of her prior history of, because everybody knows, everyone is acting like they don't know Two-Face. They all know Wagwan.
That's what I'm
with
saying.
Two-Face and
Everyone
stuff.
knows that Two-Face.
So there's no.
Me growing up. Two-Face has got like 5 or 6 kids. You know, it built up that mentality. I know that Two-Face, that guy go like women.
Yeah.
You know, having different kids with different, women and that. So he's already there. But I think Zari, Annie just wants us to know the story from her side. That I was with this guy from when I was little, before he even had kids with anyone. And then maybe she's just trying to portray her side of the story. It's as simple as
Because
that.
mind you, back in Nigeria, there's loads of not so good stories about her.
Yeah.
So she's carrying all that pain. Like the people say she's this, she's
And this
that.
is a
Loads of
chance.
story.
Yeah, but this is my point though. Yeah, her coming on this show, and portraying herself the way she portrays herself, do you think that helps her reputation or not?
For me, personally, now I'm gonna go personal with this. For me, after watching that show, I kind of like the Annie more, bruv. No, for real. Because now I now feel her own pain. Now you now feel the pain. Because before it's all here talk, you hear this study here. It's all like one camp, Two-Face's family's camp, but then Annie's family's camp is all camp bashing. Now you can see the woman and see she's suffering.
Bro.
So
And that's the reason why she needs help. We keep on saying that she's
No,
suffering.
another
and
thing
everything.
Needing help.
Another
Needing
thing
help
is-
is not.
Yo,
that doesn't mean anything. Though. Yeah, she needs
another
help.
thing
We all
is
agree
we
she
don't
needs
know
help.
what's going on currently in their marriage, bro. They are probably still having problems that we don't know about, that were not mentioned on the show.
Cause
Because you said something. If this happened 10 years ago and she's still bringing it up, there must be a fucking reason why she's still bringing it up, bro.
fam, I don't like you said. We are not in their relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my point is, if this happened over 10 years ago, however years it happened, the ones that we know of, right, bro, you're still bringing up 10 years later, bro.
Okay, what if you type
fam,
Two-Face
you
now,
either I typed in Two-Face this afternoon,
and then what comes out? What comes out? Bro?
nothing came up.
Man said that
Nah,
type Two-Face
you see stuff about out of wedlock man's got kids. Come on, Two-Face. People run jokes on him in Nigeria all day.
Bro. I can type
not-
it in
it's
again.
not-
I typed it in this afternoon. No water for life.
not-
If
it's
you
not-
if you look at it, it is on my search bar, isn't it?
Yeah,
It is on my search bar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I typed it in this afternoon. You know what I'm saying? Because once again, I was having a conversation with a girlfriend of mine, and she was like, "Oh my god, does Two-Face have another kid on the way?" I said no. So I went and typed it in, and nothing like that came up. You get what I'm saying? My point is, bro, yeah, if this was a guy, yeah, let's assume that your girl cheated on you about 10, 15 years ago, right? And you're still bringing it up now. I will tell you to go get help, bro. I'll be like, yo, G, it's either you break up with this girl and let her go, or you go seek help because you have told her, okay, I'm forgiving you. You told her that. And I understand, right, that when you tell people I'm forgiving you, yeah, it takes time. I understand that. But 10, 15 years later, and now you're crucifying the guy on a public platform.
no, but he
It
didn't
comes,
crucify Two-Face.
bro.
It's not crucifixion.
In my
She's
opinion,
just-
I didn't see no crucifying Two-Face.
Bro, I said this when I watched it, I told you she's my least favorite person. But at the same time, too, I'm not gonna say, she did anything wrong. She's not crucifying Two-Face.
she
She's
did
just
it.
saying it as it is. She's just saying she's hurting and she's just showing it. Yeah. I agree with you in the sense that maybe she needs help. Maybe she does. But I don't think she crucified. She didn't do that, man.
She
She's
didn't
just
crucify
saying it as
him.
it is.
She still married him on the show, man.
At the same time,
But
she was
that is
showing
my point, though.
she was showing bare love to Two-Face,
Fam, but that's my point, though. You got what I mean? On the other hand, you're complaining about this and this and this and this and this. You right? And then on the other hand, you're getting remarried to him again. So which one is it? Have you let it go? Because that's a baggage that you have of toxic energy. And bro, I'm surprised that you lot don't see that, right? That's a whole lot of toxic energy, bruv, on that show. And she might be the sweetest girl out there. You get what I'm saying? But looking at that show, bro, it wasn't a good portrayal. And to me as well, right? Even the Zari girl came to her and fucking apologized. She apologized to her and gave her flowers and everything. And you still did that to her.
But she's not on. Yeah, some people are like that. She's not on it. Like, if you're going to do me wrong, no apology. Obviously, the apology. How do you
But
know
what
it was
wrong
real?
did the girl do to you, though? That's my point, though. Can we say what wrong Zari actually did to her to warrant all that? Because when you look at that objectively, right, I don't have any ties to any of these women, right?
Yeah.
All that stuff breeded from one, insecurity. Because the question, the therapist will tell you, the first question you asked, how did you know my husband? What does that say? Oh, shit. Do you guys have a history together? Right? That is a display of insecurity.
Yeah.
And then two, when you guys were on the table, the other thing that you said is, oh, no, he's not your type. He's not into like that.
That's a lot
those
happened
are-
before then. A lot happened before it came to that.
But my point is,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
that situation should not have been what it is.
Well, don't you think it takes two though? Now we're highlighting Annie's part in the whole thing. So what? So Zari has not got any part to play in the whole.
If you remember, I said
Yeah.
that Zari was wrong, yeah, for when she called her over and said, no, I didn't sleep with your man, whatever the case is, right? But then, when they were with Swanky, she apologized.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Annie
she
felt like that apology did not
Wasn't
come
real.
from the heart. It was just a show.
It wasn't though.
How do you know?
We don't. How do you also know that it was a real apology? You don't know that either.
No, but you don't. No, that's why it takes two. Like, okay, we get okay from the whole insecurity. Yeah, we know she's insecure. Fine enough. Fair enough.
And
From-
you don't
from
think
his-
that she needs help. And you don't need that she and when we say that someone needs help, right? We are not insulting the person.
No.
Like because I'm looking at it from the point that at some point, yeah, that's why I said Two-Face is probably a better man than most of us. Because most men would just be like, you know what? Damn. Okay, I understand I did something wrong, right? But at one point, are you gonna stop crucifying me? A lot of people are gonna feel like that.
But again, he's not being crucified, my guy.
No, but he's not.
He's not being crucified.
Yeah, he's
I
not.
agree with you when you say maybe she needs help. Whether she needs help from Two-Face himself or from
No,
a
she
therapist.
needs to go speak to a professional.
That one I don't
therapist.
know, but I feel like there's a lot of hurt within her, and she needs to speak to someone about it. She needs some sort of help. I don't know. I agree with that, but she's not crucifying no one.
She wasn't. She didn't crucify.
She's just saying it as she sees it.
All right,
She's
cool.
just saying a
But-
part of the story.
But like if we're gonna end this, listen, we support our black queens. We love our black queens.
every day, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I
Happy
know-
Mother's Day to you
You got me.
all.
Happy Mother's Day to
everyone.
you, man.
And
You
we
know
love
what I'm
Idibia though. I love Idibia, bro. But I don't know about you, man. But I love the woman, bro.
saying?
I'm not gonna lie.
I will say I love her, but I don't like her portrayal on the show.
Yeah, we blame that on.
That's
the
what I
producers.
would say.
Blame it on the producers.
You got me, whether it was the producers or not. You got what I'm saying? She said it was the producers, so I'll go with her word. You got what I'm saying? I don't think she comes across as the type that lies. I don't think so. I think she is blunt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I will admit, because I'm self-aware of myself, I've probably gotten a bit softer because of the society that I live in right now. I know in Nigeria, if the food is not nice, you say, hey, this food is not nice. Oh, hey, you know, sabi cuckoo. If somebody's fat, you be like, hey, you are fat too. You get what I'm saying? All the kind of things. So I understand. You get me? But then at the same time, you know, listen, I'm praying for everyone. I wish everyone, shout out to everyone involved.
No, it wasn't good. No, I don't have a problem with her because I don't think because even you,
If you bro, if you're the person in that situation, you'll be so tired of that.
that's what I'm saying. Do you that's why I kind of know she's not like that all the time. There's no way she is like that. There's no way she's like that all the time and Two-Face will still be with her.
Oh yeah, but you can tell Two-Face are very.
He's chilled, laid back.
He's
He's
chilled,
a chilled,
laid
laid back. But there's no man who's going to be with a girl who's always every time reminding you of your. What
I
you
don't.
did.
I don't
No,
think.
she
I don't
doesn't.
think she does that.
Exactly. That's
I
my
don't
point.
think
She doesn't.
I feel like something must have caused her to bring that whole thing up on the show, and then
Bro, we
know?
we all watch the same show. I don't think anything.
Nah,
caused that
there's
in the first
things
place.
you don't
there's
see.
been
Pro-
parts
pro-
that have been probably
yeah.
cut out and that.
They're probably maybe the guys will be like, oh, so what happened with you and Two-Face? Then when she starts talking, they cut it like, oh, she's just telling them.
Because whenever she was with Two-Face, she was a whole different woman. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
She was all this lovey-dovey girl giving him hugs, kisses. You know, they were like so intimate. Like a love, powerful couple.
But all
anyway.
I'm saying is before they gathered everybody to say, oh, who's going to be good for the show, I swear the producers be like, okay, you know this plot about Two-Face thing, we're
That
going
is
to
what
bank on it.
Yep.
It's possible.
100%.
Of course it is.
100%.
Possible. It's possible.
Two-Face is one of the biggest stars in Africa, but why you have his missus on the show with all that history, you're not going to play on that. Come on.
Yeah. Anyways, listen, shout out to everyone involved. Shout out to all the mothers. Shout out to all the black queens and everything. We love you girls.
We love
we
you
love you
still.
women. We love you queens, man.